What's up? What's up? Welcome to my page, Rico the Opinionist, my YouTube channel, Rico the Opinionist. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please like, share, and subscribe to this particular channel. I have a lot of opinions that you have not even heard of, so when you subscribe to the channel, I don't want you to miss anything. So, and also go to my page and check out some stuff, some old school stuff, some is kind of new. But also in this description box, go ahead and participate in the links that I have. My Cash App, my PayPal, the link to my book. If you have not read it yet, it's called The Greatest Pain I Ever Felt. Conversation with a absent biological father who never wanted to be found. And a link to my nonprofit that I'm putting together. It's called BlackManMojo Incorporated. The name speaks for itself. And so, and on my Facebook page here, I got Cash App and my PayPal. So fool with me if you're cool with me and share this live. Look. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all read the news about this fucking, this stimulus package? It's a joke. $600. I'm talking about the stimulus check itself. $600. And then for the folks who've been lucky enough to get the weekly unemployment benefits, $300. I guess they say that's better than nothing. But I want y'all to put your thinking caps on just for a moment, okay? Just for a moment. Those of us who work every day, you've been working some of them since you were 15 years old, now you're 50 or beyond. That's our money. But these two group of assholes called House of Representatives and the Senate, they play games on purpose with our people. They play games on purpose. Meaning, now they did one stimulus check, one stimulus package back in April. But y'all get ready for this shit, because a lot of people don't be thinking. The American people, now we live in a country that's supposed to be head and shoulders above the rest. Third world countries and everywhere. But y'all are seeing the same information floating around like I have. Where they show other countries were paying their people $3,000 plus a month, took care of everything. $3,000 plus a month, took care of insurance, took care of everything while the virus is going on. And no friends, and everybody took care of their people. But America, now this is the greatest land we live in. They literally starved American people. And get ready to some of you put your hands in your ears on what I'm about to say. They literally starved out American people. All because they wanted Trump out. Literally starved him out. You say, well, he's a Republican. No, they had Republicans who didn't like him. So they worked with them. Nancy Pelosi, Mitch McConnell, full of shit. Lindsey Graham, full of shit. And if you got any sense, you will not vote anybody who's currently an elected official in the House of Representatives or the Senate in 2022. I'm not voting for nobody in 2022 if they've already held office from April to now. Because they purposefully starved out Americans, not just black folks, everybody, just so they can have their political leverage. We were played for political leverage. We were starved out, put out, fucked over for political leverage. And that's our money. Well, you know, it might put our country into this big deficit. All that's a bunch of bullshit. They print money up even as we speak. It should have been at least $3 trillion. Let me tell y'all something else that people not paying attention to. See, the Democrats was holding out Nancy Pelosi, old ass, 80 years old. How come they keep voting her in? She was holding out because she wanted some immigrant reform. Illegals. She want rights for illegals. Now, her concern was more about people who were not born here and people who came over but they went through the paperwork to become naturalized citizens. Her concern was those 11 million undocumented illegals. At the risk of us as Americans. Them other ones, them damn Republicans wanted, Mitch McConnell wanted to make sure that they took care of big business. Meaning there's a possibility that people who were employees getting laid off or fired during the COVID pandemic could sue the companies, so they want to make sure security for the goddamn businesses. All this going on, and most importantly, in the center of this, they want Trump out of office. Now, you can debate it somewhere else, because one thing I don't do is debate when I'm telling the goddamn truth. Like brother Dr. John Henry Clark always said, I only debate my equals. All others I teach. They did all that just so they can get Trump out of office. That right there raises flags for me. Like, what is about this particular white man that they'll put a whole country on hold? They spent billions of dollars since 2016 to muddy him up, to make him look like he's a racist, the boogeyman and all this, when they let an actual racist and a boogeyman with his bitch slide into the White House. See, I don't know, I'm an Aquarius, maybe because I'm an Aquarius, I see things further than what other people do. The one thing about it, this media and liberal white folks can't tell me how to think. I've always thought for myself, but unfortunately, 90% of black women and 80% of black dudes voted for their own destruction. And that's cool. And that's done with. But I'm not going to not acknowledge what the hell's going on or what went on. So then, he still didn't do right. You know, they want to say it was the Republican. No, it was Nancy Pelosi's ass. Because what they did was, he said, okay, we going to give them, as long as we got our immigration budget in there. He said, well, as long as we got our big business budget. So they came to agreement on that, and they threw in the little $300. They threw in the $600. What was supposed to be happening was, goddammit, was $2,500 a month for every goddamn body, plus $600 a week. If they're going to shut the country down so people can get well and so people can get out of harm's way of the goddamn virus. You can debate whether or not it's real. I see people dying. They may be dying from other stuff. But that's how the greatest country in the world is supposed to behave. But we behave like, I guess, a capitalist country. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And in capitalism, people will die so the elite can make their money. And that is what's happened. And anybody who has good sense, you better remember this shit in 2022. Don't vote anybody who's been in the White House as a congressman or a senator since March. Don't vote any of them. After April, don't vote anybody. Vote all new people. That's my challenge up until 2022. I'm not done talking about their asses. Doesn't make any sense. You gonna sit here and let people be assed out? I'm not talking about, they said, what about poor people? Well, poor people will always be poor. We're talking about those of us who worked and lost jobs and shit and went out. People that's got two-story homes, they're making over $100,000 or $80,000 or making more than that, but their jobs went out. That's what I'm talking about. Poor people are gonna be fucked up anyway until they stop thinking in a poverty sense. But those of us who's working and shit, trying to have stuff, and you know, talking about their jobs that laid people off, and people are getting back to work, but not enough people are getting back to work because people won't sit their ass down and stop going in these places. I know people have to, those who go into work, I understand, you have my prayers. You can go in there and put your mask and gloves on and go to work and work in these companies. But folks who just have to take their ass to a holiday party, goddammit, a bar, a day party on the weekends and all this shit, you still around there, not one mask in sight. That's why I need to shut the country down for at least 4 solid months. But pay Americans $3,000 a month, $600 a week in unemployment. And everything else need to be taken care of. And yeah, that's right, up the goddamn food stamps too. Because one thing about it, when people go and spend their money, the economy is still going. So people are playing games. That stimulus package is trash. It's an insult to this country that's supposed to be the greatest country in the goddamn world. And they're treating us like a bunch of prisoners in a third world country. I just want to share that. So share this live. Share this Facebook page. Please mess with your boy in the links I have, Cash App, PayPal, etc. And stay tuned for the next opinion. Appreciate y'all. This is Rico the Opinionist, where all opinions matter, especially when they come from me. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.